All right, so are you ready to take your talent to the streets?
Hmm.
We're going deep into RoleCatcher's resources to help you totally nail those street performer auditions
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully turn heads on every corner.
Yeah,
It's not just about raw talent, though, is it?
it's not.
It's
No.
much more than that.
Event organizers are looking for performers who get the unique demands of street performance, right?
Exactly, and I think that's where RoleCatcher's insights are so valuable.
Yeah.
They emphasize that a street performer is more than just an entertainer.
Right.
They are adaptable, engaging, and use their space and audience as part of the act itself.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say you're going for that entry-level street performer assistant role.
Okay.
Rollcatcher's first question is, how did you become interested in street performing?
Hmm.
This might seem basic, but it's your chance to share your passion.
Absolutely. I think about what sparked that initial interest.
Yeah.
Was it a specific performance you saw?
Right.
A mentor who inspired you?
This is where you bring your personal story to life.
I bet they also want to see that you thought about the career path.
Yeah.
So how would you answer? What are your long-term goals as a street performer?
This is your opportunity to show you're not just in it for a quick gig.
Right.
Talk about your desire to learn, grow, and maybe even specialize in a particular type of performance.
Now, even at the assistant level, they'll want to know what you bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
The next question is, what skills do you possess that
Oh.
would make you a valuable street performer assistant?
Ooh, don't be shy.
Yeah.
Highlight your strength.
Yeah.
Maybe you're great with crowds, have a knack for setting up equipment, or you're a fast learner who's eager to observe and assist.
Let's be real. Street performance isn't always sunshine and applause.
No, it's not.
How would you tackle this question? Describe a time you faced a challenge and how you overcame it.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
Here they're looking for resilience and problem-solving skills. Think of a specific challenge, maybe a technical difficulty, a tough crowd, or even a time you had to adapt your performance on the fly.
Yeah. What did you learn from that experience?
Exactly.
And how did it make you a stronger performer?
Right.
Okay, so you've aced the assistant interview.
Okay.
Now you're aiming for that full-fledged street performer role. All right, bring it on.
The questions get a bit more intense.
Okay.
Tell us about a performance you're particularly proud of.
Okay.
What made it successful?
Choose a performance where you truly shone.
Mm-hmm.
Break down the elements that made it work, your connection with the audience, the way you used your space,
Yeah.
or maybe a unique twist you added to your act.
I bet they'll also ask, how do you adapt your performance to different audiences and environments?
Yeah, for sure.
After all, no two street corners are the same.
This highlights your adaptability and awareness of your surroundings. Talk about how you tailor your material to different age groups, cultural contexts, or even the time of day.
And give specific examples.
Don't just say you adapt.
Show them how you do it.
Show them how you do it. All right, here's a tricky one.
Uh-oh.
How do you handle hecklers or disruptive audience members?
Safety and professionalism are paramount in street performing.
Yeah.
Describe your strategies for de-escalating situations, maintaining a positive atmosphere, and prioritizing the well-being of yourself and your audience.
Would you try to engage them with humor? Ignore them completely.
That's a tough one.
RoleCatcher emphasizes a respectful approach, even in challenging situations.
Exactly, and that brings us to RoleCatcher's AI tool, Copilot.
Oh, yeah.
You can input your answers to these very questions,
Uh-huh.
and it analyzes them based on the specific job you're applying for.
So Copilot doesn't just give generic feedback.
No.
It tailors its advice to whether you're going for an assistant role or a seasoned performer.
Right. It can even help you identify potential gaps in your experience.
Oh, wow.
Or highlight areas where you can strengthen your answers.
That's awesome.
It's like having a personalized interview coach in your pocket.
Now, let's say you've been honing your craft for a while and you're ready to take on bigger challenges.
Okay.
RoleCatcher outlines a senior street performer role.
This is where leadership, mentorship, and innovation come into play.
Right.
But we'll save those exciting questions for part 2 of our deep dive.
Stay tuned because things are about to get really interesting.
I can't wait. Welcome back.
Yeah, we're back.
We're delving deeper into those challenging interview questions using RoleCatcher's insights to help you conquer those senior street performer auditions.
Right. This is for those who are ready to lead, mentor, and push the boundaries of street performance.
And RoleCatcher's first question dives right into that leadership aspect.
Okay.
Imagine you're mentoring a new street performer assistant.
Okay.
How would you guide them in developing their own unique style?
It's not just about teaching them tricks, is it?
No, it's about fostering their artistic voice, You might talk about encouraging experimentation, providing constructive feedback, and helping them connect their personality to their performance.
Almost like helping them discover their street persona.
Exactly.
Right.
And speaking of unique styles, the next question asks, how do you stay inspired and keep your act fresh? This is crucial for any performer, but especially for senior-level artists.
Yeah, so where do you draw your inspiration from?
Think about what fuels your creativity.
Yeah.
Is it observing people exploring different art forms, or maybe even incorporating current events into your act?
I bet they're also looking for someone who can think outside the box.
Yeah.
How would you approach this question? Describe a time you took a risk in your performance and what you learned from it.
This is your chance to showcase your willingness to push boundaries and learn from both successes and failures.
Right.
Did you try a new technique? Incorporate audience interaction in a novel way?
Share a specific example and emphasize what you learned from that experience.
Exactly.
Whether it was a hit or a miss.
Right now, senior street performers often take on larger productions.
Yeah.
So the next question is, how would you manage the logistics of a large-scale street performance involving multiple performers, props, and maybe even special effects?
This sounds like it requires serious organizational skills.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You might talk about your experience in coordinating schedules, delegating tasks, and managing budgets.
And maybe even securing permits and dealing with any unexpected hiccups that might arise.
For sure.
Now remember, RoleCatcher's emphasis on community.
Right.
This next question taps into that. How would you collaborate with local businesses or community organizations to enhance your performances and broaden your audience?
This is about showing you're not just a lone wolf, but someone who understands the value of partnerships.
Think about potential collaborations with local shops, festivals, or even schools.
Yeah.
How could these partnerships benefit your performance, the community, and your audience?
And finally, a question that gets to the heart of what it means to be a senior street performer. How would you contribute to the growth and development of the street performing community as a whole?
This is your opportunity to share your vision for the future of street performance.
Maybe you talk about mentoring new talent, advocating for more performance spaces, or even developing workshops to share your skills with others.
Remember, you're not just auditioning for a job.
No.
You're potentially shaping the future of this art form.
And don't forget, RoleCatcher's AI tool, Copilot,
Of course.
can be a game changer in preparing for these senior street performer questions.
Input your answers.
Right.
And it analyzes them, offering tailored feedback based on the specific demands of the role.
It can even compare your answers to those of successful candidates,
Oh, wow.
giving you insights into what works and what doesn't.
That's incredible.
It's like having a backstage pass to the minds of event organizers.
All right, now in part 3 of our deep dive, we'll explore an essential element of street performance that often comes up in interviews.
Okay.
Playful exploration. It's about embracing spontaneity, turning the unexpected into magic, and making the audience feel like they're part of the show. We've covered a lot of ground, from entry-level assistant roles to those leadership demands of a senior street performer.
Definitely.
But there's this one key concept that weaves through all levels of street performance. And it's what RoleCatcher calls playful exploration.
Ah, yes. It's that spark of spontaneity, that ability to turn the unexpected into a moment of magic.
Yeah, it sounds almost like controlled chaos.
It is.
Right? Like you're prepared, you have your act, but you're also open to letting the environment, the audience, even the weather,
Right.
Influence your performance.
Exactly. And that's why interviewers often ask questions that gauge your comfort with this aspect of street performance.
Right.
They might ask, tell us about a time when you had to improvise during a performance.
Yeah.
How did you handle it?
This is where those quick thinking skills come in handy.
Yes.
Did a prop malfunction? Did someone unexpectedly join you on stage? Share a specific example that showcases your ability to think on your feet and turn a potential disaster into a memorable moment.
I love that.
They might also ask something like, how do you encourage audience participation without losing control of your performance?
Ooh, that's a good one.
This is a delicate balance.
It is. You want to create a sense of shared experience, but you also need to maintain a sense of structure and safety.
So what are some strategies for navigating that?
Well, you could talk about using clear cues, setting boundaries, or even incorporating audience suggestions in a way that still aligns with your overall act.
Right.
The key is to show that you're comfortable with letting go of complete control.
Yeah.
And allowing for a bit of organized chaos.
Now, playful exploration isn't just about reacting to the unexpected.
Right.
It's also about actively seeking out new ways to engage your audience and push your creative boundaries.
Okay.
RoleCatcher even suggests incorporating social commentary or thought-provoking themes into your act.
Ooh, interesting.
How would you approach that?
This is where you can showcase your depth as a performer.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the messages you want to convey through your art.
Okay.
Is it about community environmentalism?
Yeah.
Or maybe challenging social norms?
Share an example of how you've woven these themes into your performance in a subtle yet impactful way.
And remember, RoleCatcher's AI tool, Copilot,
Right?
can help you refine your answers to these playful exploration questions.
It can analyze your responses and offer tailored feedback based on the specific job you're applying for.
It can even help you brainstorm creative approaches to audience interaction or suggest ways to incorporate social commentary without alienating your audience.
Wow.
It's like having a creative collaborator right there in your pocket.
So as you prepare for those street performance interviews, remember that it's not just about showcasing your talent.
No.
It's about embracing the unexpected, connecting with your audience in a meaningful way, and constantly pushing yourself to explore new creative territories.
Because ultimately, that's what makes street performance such a captivating and enduring art form.
Right.
It's the raw energy, the human connection, the playful exploration that transforms ordinary streets into stages for unforgettable experiences.
And who knows? Maybe you'll be the one inspiring the next generation of street performers to embrace the power of playful exploration
I hope so.
and take their art to new heights. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of street performing.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you're feeling energized and ready to make the streets your stage